The stretch of the steeping today, I'm actually in the town section. It's the town bridge to the right, Bateman's house in front of me, and I've just set up. I started, I've had 5 minutes fishing and I've had 11 fish in 5 minutes, and there's been one or two nice fish. I've not brought a lot of spread feed with me today. I didn't know where I was going to fish, but I just fancied this today. I've not fished it this year. It is the best stretch of the river, this is, but the matchman won't come here because the banks are awkward, so to say. I think they're a bit frightened because there's too many fish here. Saying that, I don't have a bite of that chuck. That's strange. I must have chucked it in the wrong place. That's a little one. Quite shallow. It's shallower than what I thought it'd be. It's often a bit deeper here. It's that one. They're getting smaller. Bit of punch has come off now. I only get about 4 hours in today. That's about what I get. I didn't leave home until almost 1 o'clock. Ooh, that's a better fish. I'll have to net this one. beauty. Don't get many that size in this river. Weather conditions are absolutely perfect. It's like summer. I've got no thermals on. After the Lord Mayor's show. Notice I'm using a red top float today because there's trees and houses and everything in the background casting a shadow on the water, and I wouldn't see a black one. Probably would see it, but it doesn't matter. I won a few matches on this stretch. I won 2 up near the bridge, right next to the bridge there. I had to lower myself down on a rope, but it was worth it when you get there. It's nice and flat at the bottom. Decent quality fish. I got some decent ones on Sunday. I won the match on Sunday with £12.10 and only had 120 fish. So they're sort of 10 to the pound. Shut off again. That's 20 fish and 7 little ones in quarter of an hour. Right, I've been fishing an hour now. I've got 48 proper fish and 20 little ones. I've switched to the 3.5 metre whip about 5 minutes ago and I've had 3 fish. I've also had a couple more netters, a decent roach and a hybrid about £1/2 pound. It's slowed right down. It's not as good as it was, but there's still some fish coming. It's 49. You can't expect it to carry on as rapid as it was. I won't be able to keep up with them. The float's not that easy to see. The sun's gone down a bit. Sun was shining on it. I made it easy to see, but still see when it's not there. Yeah, it's slowed right up, but I expect that they'll come back probably in the last hour or so. I'll probably be fishing till dark and weighing in under the street lights. Done that before here. When you don't want to pack up. It's slightly deeper on the 3.5 metre line, about an inch deeper than what it is at 4 metres. But if you look at the bend of the river, we are on the outside of a bend. Little skimmer. That's a tiny one, that's the smallest one I've had. It's a rod. Before I packed up fishing for 7 years, we used to have all the matches on this stretch. As often as in the higher up stretches, the fish disappeared towards the end of the season. I mean, there's pegs that would go up to here. There's a private road here, and you could get another peg in past where I am, and then 3 or 4 the other side on the other bank up that way. And sometimes we went the other side of the town bridge, which the bank is really steep there, and you do have a job getting down. But there's some cracking weights from there. We had one match and there was 2 or 3 30-pounds of skimmers, over 30 of skimmers. We thought we were doing well this side. The bridge was getting 20 pound, 20, 15 pound a roach, and when they come to weigh the other side in there was 3 or 4 of them had over 30. But say the banks are terrible the other side, they're straight down. That's another better one. Yeah, pretty much. Well, they're like the one that's straight opposite, but higher, probably twice as high. So, and a few chaps said to me that the reason they don't like it down here is because they're all getting old and they don't like clambering up and down the banks, but these aren't bad at all here, to be honest. The other side, I could understand that. There's always fish here though, no matter if there's none the rest of the river, but at the moment they're all through the river, right from up at Thorpe Culvert, there's fish up there, all the way through. I mean, the bit between Thorpe Culvert and Crow's Bridge, there's no road down it, you'd have to walk the pegs, but there's fish all the way along. throwing little bits of bread in because I ain't brought a lot with me. Just keeps them going in all the time. The river started to pull off about 10 minutes ago. Now I've got 78 decent fish and 41 smaller ones. I've started to catch quicker. 79. I did wonder when I started that it was fishing well what it'd be like if it started to run. And the question's now been answered. I was debating whether to change the colour of my float, put a different rig on, but I can still see that while the sun's shining on it. I don't want it running down far from where the feed's going in actually at the moment. The further you run it down, the less likely you are to get a bite. Yeah, it's really come alive now. How long it'll last, I don't know. It probably stopped running. Before it started running, I'd laid it on the bottom a few inches and started to pick up the odd fish. Just picking up a few, but I'll come off the bottom again now. I'll miss that one. Activity about now. The kids will be leaving school. There's a school just the other side of that bridge. Little trouble if you miss a bite, you'll have to get tangled up with it being so shallow. Got tangled up right from the start today before I even set off. I had to unpick a knot before I even wetted a line. So I thought it was going to be one of them days, but it's not turned out too bad. 22. I've now got 104 decent fish and 59 small ones, and it stopped running again. It ran for probably 50 minutes and I'm struggling again now. I was getting the fish a chuck while it was running, some decent fish as well, but I'm now struggling again. Now it's stopped. It's come up probably an inch, the water has. I've not had a bite. It's been stopped for about 5 minutes. I've not had a bite yet. I think I might have a bite now. No, it just shows how the difference it makes. When it was running, though, I say we're getting a bite of chuck and it's getting 2 ounce roach, one after the other, and bigger. Now I'm struggling for a bite. Well, that was a bite, but just probably get used to the fact that it stopped moving again. That was another bite. So I've been on the 3.5 metre whip while it was running and getting a fish a chuck. I'll go back on the longer whip probably in a minute. Might lay it on the bottom again now it's stopped. That's a fish, but it's right, dropped off. Oh dear, that's not so good. That's the problem with fishing shallow. Hopefully I can get out of this. Try not to close any loops up, I might get out of it. Drop the whip now, that's whipped it together. Possibly knotted it. Oh god. Find the end of it. I'm a bit more patient with these nowadays. At one time I'd have just ripped the bloody thing apart and started with a new rig. But I think I've got it. That's tangled. That's tangled round the whip. I don't know where that's happened. I think we've got it. I'll not tangle it up again. Yeah, I think I've cracked it. And the worst thing you can do is give it a pull and close a couple of loops up in your bucket then. It's certainly not very rapid now. It's crap on the top as well now. With it moving, it was clear. It's brought a load of crap into the swim. He's dropped off behind me. Come on, you daft fish. And another tangle. Oh, for Christ's sake. At least it hasn't happened in a match, but it's liable to. Stumbling from one disaster to another at the moment. Been fishing about just over 3 hours now. I've just been to put my coat on because it's turned a bit chilly. I might get another hour in. The water stopped and it's started to back up now, and I've caught a few fish since it's backing up. I've got 120 decent ones and 67 smaller ones. I've just been to put my coat on and I'll just settle down again. Mixed a bit more feed. Fish have probably gone while I've been up the bank. But I missed it. Yeah, I slipped up not bringing enough bread. I'll probably just have enough last me, as long as I don't feed too heavy. Another 168 little ones. That's a little skinner. 121. Put a bit of Vaseline on top of the float as well to... Oh, look at that. Right under my feet, a pike. That's not going to help matters. It just shows the fish are close in. 69 little ones. Yeah, I put a bit of Vaseline on top of the float because it was sinking too far, just to hold it up a little bit so I can see it better. So that pike was right under the tip of my whip. It just shows you where the fish are. Probably put them off for a bit. That was a bite, so not put them off that much. Yeah, when it was running, it was a bite of chuck, and I was getting some good fish. It's 122. Throws of the session. Now I've got 160 decent fish and 97 small ones, and I'll just throw in the last piece of bread in. That's 98. I wonder if I can get 100 little ones before I pack up. no bread left to throw in. I'm lost if I've nothing to do with my left hand. That's it. This is my last chuck and then I'm packing up.